Yes, it's been really good. Had a lot of success from a lot of players. We're still have our struggles. Every tournament counting, having to count a score, it's a little bit higher than we want to on the back end, but still doing really well on the front end. The Julia, we've got a lot of under par rounds this season. Every tournament seems like we're somebody shooting under par, so that's awesome. But yes, they've gotten a little tired. So luckily we've got a little time off, but before we go again to our fifth and final event in Albuquerque. So I let them have the weekend basically off to recharge, get back on the studies, and then just kind of just take a mental break too. So we're getting ready to get started today to lead into Albuquerque.
Coach, couple third place finishes at the West Texas A&M Fall Invitational, and then out in Arizona at the RJGA Women's Shootout at Australia, and then two leaderboard finishes that don't look that great, 10th and 7th, but you've still defeated so many good teams, and you've gotten yourself in a position now where at the very least you're 500 in head-to-head tournaments against other regional foes. Just talk a little bit about the broad scope of how this good start is going to lead into hopefully some success throughout the rest of this year.
Yes. I feel like the third place in Arizona, that was only a few shots out of first, so we really could have won that one, which, that we've been talking about that. We can win some tournaments. And then the last tournament we played in where we finished 7th, the last round, we had the, I think, third or fourth lowest score of the tournament for that day. So we're always competing really highly and really well, at least some of the rounds during the tournaments. We're definitely getting some positive results and some positive thoughts, out of this, that we can compete. We're on pretty much a level playing field with everyone, with the exception of a couple of teams we faced this year. We're pretty much, like I said, head-to-head 50-50 with them. So excited about that.
Coach Julia Kerrigan has got off to such a great start. I mentioned it earlier. 10 out of her 11 rounds have been at par or better. You'd be hard-pressed to find a player not only in the region but also across the Division II women's golf landscape that has been that consistent. You've mentioned it a couple times in outside conversations, but what do you think has been the key to Julia's success this year?
I honestly think she prepared really well this summer. She played a very competitive tournament schedule over in England, traveled around, played great golf courses, great tournaments, a lot of competition with some of the best female golfers in the world that reside there, go home in the summer and play. So now when she gets in our tournaments, she's prepared. It's not, it's maybe the first year when she was here, it was a new experience being in the U.S. College golf is different. Now I think she's just really prepared, really comfortable in a competitive situation. And hopefully, the girls are taking some hints on that, and we'll get out there next summer and compete hard as well to be prepared for when they get here.
Coach, it always seems like in college golf, that last tournament of the fall semester can either set you up really well going into the quote-unquote off-season before the spring schedule gets started, or it can kind of take away some momentum, if you will, finishing up the fall semester. What's your message to your team as you begin preparations, like you said today, to make sure that the focus stays there and you really keep playing well like your team has to begin this fall semester?
Yeah, I'm not even thinking of it in terms of momentum. I feel like because of the little break we're having, it's like let's recharge and not carry momentum, but let's just come back fresher and maybe even better and maybe have our best tournament. So I'm almost kind of separating it as a whole new start again, this week.
Coach, and then talk a little bit about the just the tournament itself, the Nick Turner Invitational in Albuquerque, New Mexico. What do you know about the course? Kind of just your thoughts moving forward into next week.
We've been to Albuquerque once before, but it was a different course, so we're not familiar with this course at all. So I'm looking forward to getting on it. I understand it's not a difficult course, so it may be a scoring opportunity. So we'll just kind of check it out in the practice round and then just talk about it and hopefully be prepared to score well.